Hi, welcome to another episode of HPA Global Insights. Today, we're going to talk about dietary supplements and functional health claims in China. There's some new legislation out. And to talk about that today, we have our good friend, Cathy Yu from CIRS in Hangzhou. She's the general manager of the food division for CIRS. Cathy, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jeff. Thank you for having me to join the show.
All right, very good to see you. So recently, this new legislation came out, but before we dive into that, I just want to talk about dietary supplements and how they're registered in China a little bit, in case people aren't really aware of that. We have the system called the Blue Hat, a lot of people call it. So it's a registration process to register dietary supplements before they're sold in a domestic market. So this is not cross-border. This is selling products directly in the market. Previously, there was 27 health claims that you could fit your product into if you had the appropriate studies and research. And that was later moved to 24 health claims. And now what we're going to talk about today is new legislation that kind of expands upon that. So Cathy's here to talk all about that. So the first question, Cathy, is what is this new legislation for dietary supplements, and how is it going to impact the supplement industry?
This new regulation allows companies to apply for new health functional claim in addition to the 24 existing ones. I think it will benefit the development of dietary supplement industry, especially for some large companies. They have the ability and funds to develop some new functional claims.
Okay, very good. So let's next question would be, obviously people are going to want to know, does this legislation affect domestic Chinese companies and international companies the same?
Yes, both domestic and international products are applicable.
Okay, so it's exactly the same. That's good. It seems this regulation gives the company ability to add a new functional claim outside of those 24 claims, right?
Yes, any person or company can apply for new functional claims for dietary supplements. Of course, you need to do a lot of researches and studies before application.
Okay, so obviously that's going to be a lot of a commitment of time and actual resources and capital to get that done. So if someone is going to spend that kind of money, a company, if they get that new health claim approved, is there any protection for that?
Yes, according to the current regulation, we think the approved claim is protected from other companies for at least 5 years.
Okay, and we saw in the news that the Chinese company Buy Health was the first, I believe, the first company to do this, right?
Yes, you're right.
I think it was something to do with like the benefiting the blood circulation and normal plate aggregation or something like that. So seeing that this is new legislation, there's obviously some steps and things companies have to do to get the approval. So can you go over kind of the steps or the documents needed to get this approval?
Actually, according to the new regulations, there is no detailed rules for the steps, documents, or testing required. But after talking to some of the experts involved, we think to succeed at gaining a new functional claim, the first step is checking similar health claims internationally and searching the evaluation methods of the same or similar health claims at home and abroad. The second step is through some public data, animal testing and in vitro testing, designing an evaluation method for the new functional claim. The third step is carrying out the human feeding trials and some other testing like animal testing in qualified laboratories. And finally, we prepare the documents and submit the application of the new health claim.
Okay, so you guys at CRS are longtime partners of the HPA and our association. We've worked together a lot. So you guys can help companies with this process, correct?
Yes.
All right, very good. And then the last thing, I think this is probably the big question everyone is going to have is like, how long does this process take, and about how much money approximately does it cost to do this?
We think it will take at least 3 years to complete the studies and get the approval. According to the experience from other companies, such as ByHealth, a new functional claim will take about $1 to $2 million.
And that's US dollars.
Yes, US dollars.
Okay, Cathy. So I just want to pull all this information into 3 parts, so everyone can kind of understand the process. So the first category we're going to talk about is the registration for a dietary supplement using one of the pre-existing 24 health claims, not making a new one, just using one of the existing ones. How much money approximately does that cost, and how much time does it take to get a product registered?
For registration, usually it will take $100,000 US dollars, and it will take about 2 to 3 years.
Okay. And then the next one is for like mostly vitamins and minerals, but there are some new ingredients that are allowed to be what we have the filing system, which is how much does that one cost? That's about 20,000 or something like that.
For filing of vitamin and mineral products, it will take about 10 to 20,000 US dollars, and usually it will take about 1 year to get the approval.
Okay, 1 year. And so the third one we're talking about is the new legislation that's come out, and that's for creating a whole new health category or health functional claim. And earlier you said it was about $1 to $2 million US dollars. So that's mostly, I would assume it's mostly going to be for all the testing and research, right?
Yes, most for the researchers.
Okay, and then is China accepting research and testing and toxicology reports and all that stuff from foreign countries, or does all the testing have to be done in China?
Actually, I think you need to do the testing in China.
Okay, so I do know China does accept some foreign testing and things like that, but I think my experience talking with our members and people that have gone through the system, that it seems to be easier just to do everything in China, so there's not a lot of miscommunications or missing documents, things like that, right?
Yes, you're right.
Okay, so as far as we know, only one company has gone through this process, ByHealth, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so it's either ByHealth or maybe just one other company or something. So this is very new, and we're still learning a lot about it. But if you're interested in getting your product into China and under a health claim that does not exist, Cathy is the one to help you out.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Cathy, thank you so much for joining us. And everyone watching, if you have further questions, please feel free to email me, and I'll loop Cathy into it as well. And also at the end of this video, I'll have a card for Cathy with her contact information. Feel free to contact her as well. So Cathy, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, I hope to see you again soon. That's it from HPA Global Insights. Thanks for joining us. Take care.
Take care. See you.
Thank you for tuning in to HPA Global Insights. Please like, subscribe, and share with your colleagues. Any questions or suggestions, email us at info@uschinahpa.org. This channel is operated by US China Health Products Association, which is a nonprofit organization. Please consider joining the association and supporting its global endeavors. Your support is very much appreciated. Until next time, take care.